Okay, we are ready to go. So again, welcome to our Wednesday night connection webinar. And the subject of tonight's webinar is Know Your Score, Everything Compensation. This week I'm going to do just a little bit of introduction to this particular series of webinars. We're actually going to do this particular series the next 2 weeks as well. So the next night and the next 2 weeks are going to be dedicated to compensation plan. We're going to break this into 3 different modules. These are going to be available and posted both on the Team Reactive site as well as the 3-Minute Peak site. These are designed to make sure that your associates know and have the basics of how to get started in this business. Now, when you think about Know Your Score, Everything Compensation, one thing that you want to think about is the rules of engagement, which is what we're going to cover tonight. This will be the basic compensation plan. If you don't know the rules of engagement, it's very hard to know what your score is. Next week, we'll be doing Tracking Your Progress, which is our back office basics, and we will show you from week to week how you need to track, what you need to look at on a weekly basis to ensure the health and prosperity of your business. And then the following week, on the 4th, we're going to be doing wealth building, which is going to be advanced building strategy. The reason that we want to do these 3 in a row is to make sure that as you're building your business and bringing new people on, that we have these 3 components in our academy so that people can learn right away what they need to do, how to track their business, and how to be very, very successful. And then again, we'll go back to, in September, our full webinar with, the athletic, all of the other things that we have in mind. So with that, I'm going to turn this over, and we're going to go right into the rules of engagement, basic compensation plan. And Michael, go ahead and get started.
All right. Well, hey, good evening, everybody. It's a great pleasure to be with you on tonight's Team Reactive call, and we are going to be covering the ASEA compensation plan. We're looking at basically the compensation plan really vis-a-vis some of the new enhancements that are coming out right now. Now, I want to kind of set the stage here a little bit because we're going to be showing this a little bit differently than maybe some of the ways that we've been showing the compensation plan previously. We're kind of breaking it up into a quadrant, into 4 different sections of the primary ways to get paid. Now, besides these particular 4 quadrants, there's the ways to earn money in ASEA as essentially as a result of your retail sales and your preferred customer bonuses. We're not going to be talking about those tonight so much. We're going to be talking about the ways that you generate your income as a result of building an ASEA organization. So basically, in these 4 quadrants, we have the Fast Start bonus, then we have our new AAA bonus, we have the team bonus, which is the binary commissions, and we have the check match. Now, I want to kind of put this into perspective by taking a look at these 4 different quadrants from like a left side and a right side on the quadrants. So if you look at it and you go on the left side or the right side, which would be the stability income, and that basically is the left quadrant, your Fast Start and your AAA bonus. That's really what's going to be driving your business in the early stages of your business, really probably through hitting the bronze level in the business. And it's going to be really creating the stability in your business and a lot of the early income. And then when you're looking at the wealth income, that's what happens as your business starts to mature and you start building an organization that's duplicating, and that's when the team bonuses and the check match really, really shine. But we're going to be focusing tonight essentially on the left side, the stability building side of the business, okay? So I want to start a little bit with the Fast Start bonus. Now, I want to just kind of preface this in saying that we're really looking at an advancement in the Fast Start bonus compared to what we've been dealing with up to this point. The new ASEA Fast Start bonus is actually going to kick in on the week of September 14th. So I'm going to be showing it as it is, but until September 14th, it's going to be paying out the way we've been showing it, but for the purposes of getting this presentation on the recording and moving forward with. Now, for those of you that are just kind of learning this from the early portion of your experience in ASEA, the Fast Start bonuses are paid only on the enrollment case orders. These are the orders that are placed at the actual time of sign up. So if I'm signing Sue up, for instance, she's on the website, we're putting her into the system. At the time of enrollment, she basically has 4 choices of what to choose as far as enrollment cases during that sign-up process. There's a choice of 1, 2, 4, or 8 cases. And depending upon that choice is going to determine the Fast Start bonus that gets paid out on that. And so essentially the way it works is each case that she would order, as the sponsor of Sue in this particular example, I would get essentially $20 per case. So if she ordered 1 case, I would earn $20. If she ordered 4 cases, I would earn $80. Now, my sponsor would get $10 per case on whatever Sue's bonus, initial order was, and then their sponsored would get $5 per case. And I'm going to give a little bit more detail on this, so just to sort of make it clear. But again, we're looking at only this order that's happening during the sign-up process. Now, addition to the Fast Start bonus being paid out, each one of these cases also carries what we call commission volume that plays into the rest of the compensation plan. So we're not going to be focusing too much on that, but we're just showing that in the enrollment cases, each case carries 30 points of commission volume with it. Okay, and again, this is going to replace the existing Fast Start bonus effective the week beginning September 14th. Now, I want to use an example here based on the 4-case enrollment pack, which really is our most popular enrollment pack. And in fact, I think over 50% of everybody enrolling in it are choosing this because it's such a great value. But let's take a look at this for an example here. So here's the 4-case value. Let's assume that I'm signing Sue up. And in this case, let's assume that I'm signing Ann up, okay? And she comes in with 4 cases, all right? I sign Ann up. She enrolls with 4 cases, and as Ann's sponsor, I am going to receive the $80 Fast Start bonus. Now, look what happens when Ann goes and signs up her first person, okay? Let's say that Ann signs up Jim. Now, Ann now is Jim's sponsor. She's going to receive the $80 bonus. This is assuming that all of these folks are coming in with 4 cases. So Jim came in with 4 cases. Ann received $80. Now, as Ann's sponsor, I am going to receive the $40 Fast Start bonus on this, okay? Now, when Jim goes ahead and he sponsors his first person, let's say he brings in Dan with 4 cases, he's going to receive the $80. Ann is Jim's sponsor. She's going to get the $40. I'm Ann's sponsor. I'm going to get the $20 Fast Start bonus in relation to Dan's 4-case order. Now, here's an interesting question. What happens if Ann happened to be inactive when Dan went ahead and enrolled with his 4 cases? Okay, now in this case, what's going to happen is instead of Ann receiving the $40, I am going to receive the $40, essentially the sponsor portion. Jim's sponsor would roll up to me as the first active upline, and then my sponsor would then receive that next piece, that $20 bonus that would go for my sponsor. You can see there's always 3 pieces that are getting paid out on each order. The person's sponsor, the first active sponsor above that person, and then the next active sponsor above that person are the 3 people that get paid in this particular case. So there are 3 pieces that are always getting paid out every time on each enrollment pack that comes in. Now, we really want to focus our attention right now on the next piece, and this is the one that we're so excited about. This is the ASEA AAA bonus. This is the new bonus that's actually effective this month in August, okay? Now, before I go into the details on this, I just want to explain for a second that the AAA bonus is a little unique compared to our other ASEA bonuses. The Fast Start bonuses, as well as the team commission and the check match bonuses, are paid out every week based on the activity of the business the previous week. The AAA bonus, however, is based on monthly auto ships, and therefore it's calculated out on a monthly basis. And right now, we're here in the month of August, and this is an active bonus that just went to an effect for the month of August, and this bonus gets paid out individually, and it gets paid out the 15th of the following month. So typically for the month of August, it gets paid out on September 15th, but because we're so excited about this bonus and we're really going to be showcasing it at our upcoming Discovery Convention in San Diego on the 12th of September, we're going to be paying out the August AAA bonus on September 10th. So this is really important for everybody to really grasp this so that they can take advantage of making sure that they're optimizing their ability to qualify for this AAA bonus during the month of August so they can get paid for it next month. So let's go over exactly what this is and how to essentially earn the various amounts on it. And next week, in the next portion of Knowing the Score, we'll be focusing on how you actually are able to really watch what's going on. So let's say in this particular example that here's Dan. Okay, Dan signed up, and in order to participate in these auto ship bonuses, the first requirement is that you need to enroll, and you need to be on auto shipment when you enroll in the ASEA business. Okay, it's very important that you have to be in auto shipment. So the key is that you need to be on auto shipment yourself. Okay, so let's say that here you are, and you want to achieve the beginning bonus on it. We call it the L1 level 1 bonus. To earn the level 1 bonus, you have to personally sponsor 4 ASEA associates that are on auto shipment, and you yourself need to be on auto shipment. So let's say that Dan goes ahead and he sponsors 4 people. He sponsors Tina, then Matt, Debbie, and Teresa. And if he and all 4 of these people are on at least a 1-case auto shipment, that Dan meets all the qualifications, and he's going to earn the L1 bonus, which is $100. Now, this is not a one-time bonus that he gets for doing this. For as long as he's got 4 active individuals that are on at least a 1-case auto shipment, and he himself is an auto shipment, every single month a residual $100 bonus is going to be earned by Dan. This is really, really phenomenal. This is very powerful, and this is in addition to all the other bonuses, Fast Start and otherwise, that Dan will be earning as a result of the orders that these folks are placing as they're building their ASEA business. So this is a very powerful way for Dan to basically be essentially making enough money to cover the cost of his own auto shipment. This is a break-even situation. Very, very important, very easy for people to clearly see how they can break even in the business. And this is powerful philosophically because it makes it really clear what Dan should be doing as he's building his ASEA business. His first goal, again, knowing the rules, his goal is to essentially going out there and getting 4 people personally enrolled. Now, Sue, I know you're kind of listening in on this and watching it, but I'd like to just have you say a few words philosophically about the importance of this from the perspective of knowing the rules.
Well, Michael, you're right. This is the core. This is the absolute core, the simplicity of helping the newest person be able to get to that level of commitment. We know that there is a place where if you are getting a check equal to or more than what you're paying out, that regardless what is going on in your life, you're going to stay connected with this product. One of the saddest things is to watch people get amazing results on their product and then find themselves in a position where they feel like they can't afford the product. Customers do that. I love being able to show people the simplicity of just being able to share this product with a few people, get them on auto ship, teach them to do the same thing, and that's where the business really gets its traction. We've waited a long time to really be able to solve this problem. We've always had the ability to teach people to go get customers and get those $25 per case back on customers, and that still exists for the people who just want to be customers. The challenge is those customers didn't have a way of getting that product free. Now we can plug people in at an associate level. That is the way that they're going to access the product for the lowest cost, and then just through either some referrals or some active recruiting, they have the opportunity of getting their product for free. You add in the tax benefits and this, now we've really got teeth in our programs to be able to go out. You're going to hear more stories come about how this particular bonus is going to start changing lives. And really, you know, the rest, all of what you're doing to build your business throughout the rest of this really is just duplicating this one simple process. What do we need to do to ensure that everyone does this one basic, gets this one basic bonus? The rest all takes care of itself. So, Michael, this is an amazing addition to our compensation plan.
I know. I mean, I really believe that this is the absolute quantum leap that is going to be a big part of the basis of what we're talking about is the launch of ASEA 2.0. I believe a quantum leap in the power of this. Now, of course, $100, that's just the L1 bonus. That's just the beginning of this process. And as you're saying, it's the foundation for the duplication. So in order for Dan to achieve the L2 bonus, okay, he's got the L1 bonus now. Now the next goal is for him to achieve the L2 bonus, and the way he does that is by helping two of the associates that he brought in basically duplicate it themselves and get themselves qualified at the L1 level so that they've essentially covered the cost of their own product. So let's take a look at how that looks. So here we got the four folks that Dan's initially working with. He's got, you know, the L1 bonus himself, but now he's focusing on Tina, who's very, very enthusiastic about ASEA, the product. She wants to do the same thing. She starts engaging in the business, and she gets four people as ASEA associates also on auto shipment, and now she's entitled to earn that $100 L1 bonus for herself. And let's say that Debbie also engages and does exactly the same thing, and she gets four of her associates that she brings into ASEA, and she now earns her $100 L1 bonus. Now Dan essentially has accomplished the goal of having two of his personal associates basically qualify for their own L1 bonus by duplicating what he's done. And now as a result of doing that, he's going to get an additional L2 bonus addition to the L1 bonus. So now he's earning $350 a month residual, month after month after month, on top of everything else he's doing, which really means he's probably making a good $500 plus per month as a result of accomplishing this goal, because of, as his business is building and the other activities that are taking place. So this is a very, very powerful way of people building and establishing themselves in the business. Now, Sue, you have to comment on this, because what is the power of helping somebody like Dan get to the point where he's now making a residual income of $500 a month?
Well, the $500 a month mark really changes people's lives, and this is accomplishable for every single person. There is no one that I know of that can't get to a point where they can engage, invite enough people, show them this plan, teach them to invest in themselves, to invest in their health, take advantage of some tax advantages. And with this kind of a program, we can really change the world. We hear so many product testimonials about this product. You're going to see a cascading effect of people. I'm already at the point where, as I'm talking to people that are already qualifying this month, they've already got their 4 people. They're already identifying people that have 3 people. They've just got to find one more. And, you know, I think by the time we get to convention, we're going to get the the level of understanding of this compensation plan. And if you really think about it, if you take it down to the lowest common denominator, we now have a way where with such, when people go out and talk about being able to add an extra $500 to $1,000 a month of residual income to a person's lifestyle, it's a quantum leap for where people are from a stress standpoint. Our health is declining because of financial difficulties. People are embarrassed of where their finances have gone, and we already know that $500 will minimize the bankruptcies in our nation. It's just an amazing, it's as powerful as our product.
Well, you know, I think what's amazing about this is we're really looking at Dan earning $350 plus all the other aspects of the plan bonus-wise a month in, month out. With how many people? I mean, there's 12 people here on a one-case auto shipment that's generating that $350 bonus. I mean, so the importance of this, I believe, is the fact that this is really something that is achievable by anybody that really starts engaging in the business on a part-time basis. This is something that is really doable, and I think that's the key, is because it's so doable and people look at this and say, I can do that, it makes it something that makes it attractive for people to want to duplicate. Now, it doesn't just end here at L2 on this particular bonus, because now, after Dan has achieved this, his next target is essentially to achieve the L3 bonus. And by doing that, he just continues to work with the two folks that he helped get to the L1 level, now get to their own L2 level. So let's take a look at that. Here we've got Tina and Debbie that have already achieved their own L1 bonus by continuing to work with Tina and Debbie to help them identify two of their own personally sponsored people that want to achieve their own L1 bonus. And again, what's the L1 bonus? Simply sponsoring 4 C associates on a one-case monthly auto shipment. Now what happens is by helping those individuals get their 4 individuals, now as a result of that, Dan has helped Tina and Debbie get their own L2 bonus. And as a result of that, he's now qualified for his L3 bonus, which is an additional $400 for a total of $750 per month coming in. And again, how many people are contributing essentially towards that $750? We're looking at a total of 28 people in Dan's organization that is really generating Dan a check, probably a good $1,000 a month, as you were saying. That really makes a huge impact on the lifestyle of Dan. If it's discretionary income, if it's just helping him pay his mortgage or other bills, it can have a huge impact on Dan's life. And just remember, this is just one of those 4 quadrants. And this is one that is really the main quadrant that we want people focusing on as they're building their business initially. And that's why we're really putting a lot of emphasis on this bonus. So again, just reiterating here, we've got the level 1 bonus by sponsoring 4 individuals who are on auto shipment, helping 2 of those 4 individuals duplicate that, basically qualifies you for the level 2 bonus. And by helping those 2 individuals achieve their own level 2 bonus, that helps you get to the level 3 bonus. And again, I think that the key philosophy here, and that I'll just have you chime in on for a second, Sue, before we go to the next session, is just this important philosophy of helping people achieve their goals, that we achieve our goals by helping others achieve their goals. And the key here is we're looking at a really simple, achievable goal of just helping 4 people be sponsored in the business on auto shipment. What do you think there?
Absolutely. And, you know, the thing of it is we're focusing on the people that have completed this process. But when you look at all of the other people in, you know, Matt, Teresa, all of the other ones that we haven't even showed, that some of those may have 3, some of them may have 2. They're working on this same process as they go along as well. The average person who qualifies for all 3 of these bonuses is probably going to hit a bronze level. which means that they're moving into the executive ranks, and they did it by focusing on the simplest activities. If we keep people focused on the simple activities and the simple goals, step by step, just repetition, day in, day out, get this process built, their business takes on a life of its own. And then the next thing you know is Debbie's doing the same thing, and Tina's doing the same thing, and perhaps Matt's doing the same thing. And that is the foundation of network marketing. It's people helping people achieve. I can't get that $750 bonus without helping other people achieve their L1 and L2 bonuses, and that's what I love.
Yeah, definitely. I love the fact that it's all about helping others to become successful, and it takes care of us reaching our own goals as well. This is really, truly a team sport. So again, the total payout, $750. You get all three of those bonuses if you achieve the L3 bonus. So, and again, this is live. It's taken place as of August. So this is the time to really, really be focusing on qualifying and making sure that the people in your organization are qualifying for that L1 bonus, that they know about it and they're taking care of it. Now, I just want to point out that there's a difference between being qualified for this L1 bonus by being an auto ship and being active in the ASEA business by having volume from customers. In this particular bonus, you have to personally be on your own auto shipment, even if you are active in the business as a result of other volume. So I just wanted to point this out. Now, as Sue was mentioned earlier, this process of putting 4 people into the business is really the foundation. We call it the building block, the brick of the business. So you've got your 4 people. That is the duplicatable process that then gets duplicated by each individual as they accomplish their own L1 bonus and builds in the process here. And this is the process as it gets duplicating it down. It really starts to generate a deep, very productive, very financially lucrative organization for everybody involved, and that's the power that really is going to generate the wealth building side of the business. Now, just a few little sidelines to the building basics on this, and that is what happens if one of the 4 people, for some reason, their auto shipment doesn't go through that month. Let's say their credit card expired, they didn't realize it, or maybe they ended up moving to some other place, some other country. Whatever happens, life happens sometimes. In this instance, we're looking at Kurt here, and if Kurt somehow didn't qualify, that can be a problem because that can mess up the whole bonus structure. So the important thing I want to point out here is don't rely on the minimum. You want to make sure you have a couple of spares. So in this case, you want to bring in a few other individuals on auto shipment, so in case one of them for some reason has any challenge, that you got backup. It doesn't have to be the same 4 people. As long as you have 4 personally sponsored people on auto shipment in any given month, that's the key. And you also want to basically promote that so that other people in your group are doing the same thing. We like talking about when you're on a road trip in your car, you want to have a spare tire in case of a problem, and it's always good to have spares. And of course, this is driving the whole business as well during the process. Now, one note relative to people who have been building an ASEA business prior to August, and that is it doesn't matter when people joined ASEA, whether they had joined in August, whether they joined in July, whether they joined in July of 2009, it doesn't really matter. Anybody who's an ASEA associate, as soon as they go on auto shipment, then they contribute towards the structure for this bonus. It does not matter when their enrollment date was. It only matters that they're on auto shipment. So the one last thing we want to talk about tonight relative to this webinar is the bonus case promotion. And I know that you're really excited about this, Sue, but I'll go over the details of it and then I'll let you comment on it as well. But this is an incentive program that began as of July 1st and goes through to the end of the year, to the end of December 31st. And basically, this is for new enrollees, again, beginning with people back in July. And so bear this in mind for people that are already involved in this. They may be already qualifying towards the qualification of this promotion, and they may not even know it. So the way this works is first, in the enrollment process, the sign-up process, you have to sign up with at least one case, a 1, 2, 4, or 8 case enrollment pack during the sign-up process. And then you also need to enroll in auto shipment during the sign-up process. So you're working with somebody, you have them come in. Typically people are coming in with the 4-case pack, but if they come in with the 1 or 2 case enrollment pack, it still qualifies them for this. They need to sign up for auto ship. They can cancel their auto shipment at any one time, but in order to qualify this, they need to maintain their auto shipment essentially for 3 months, and then they're entitled to get a free case. So let's take a look at this. Let's say that I enrolled Dan. He comes in with a 1-case minimum auto shipment, a 1-case minimum enrollment pack, and then his auto shipment kicks in 30 days from that time of enrollment, the first month auto shipment, the second month auto shipment, the third month auto shipment, and then he's qualified for a free case of ASEA. He has to pay the shipping and the tax on that, but he's getting a free case of ASEA for doing that. Now, Sue, what do you think about this? How do you think this is going to impact people that are enrolling new associates with the ability to putting them into the auto shipment process?
Well, one of the things that it just immediately does is it brings the cost of the product down for that person, so that with that free case, they're really, when you divide this over those 4 cases, they're really only paying $90 a case as they get this free product. It also advances their business. They've now got a gift that they can gift someone else to use as samples or get this out into the world. And, one of the things that I know about these kinds of promotions is it keeps people really energized to hit that 90-day mark and beyond. We've got to make sure that people stay on this product long enough. There's a huge amount of people that have results first day, first week, first month. But for those who don't, this really gives them another reason to stay on the product long enough to really experience the health benefits that come along with it. And I hope that this does become a permanent promotion. I really believe that it's going to. It's another way of just adding value to something that already has so much value.
Absolutely. You got my vote on that. So, the thing is none of these things were put together arbitrarily. As Sue is saying, it's really important for people to really look at a 3-month usage of the product. I've heard the statistics that 50% of the people who are using ASEA get a conscious experiential result with the product. Everybody's getting results with the product immediately. We know that from the research. But people are actually being aware of the results of ASEA 50% of the time in the first month. But the number jumps to over 90% if they use the product consistently for 3 months. And that's why we're really doing everything we can to help to reinforce people getting the very, very best product experience. And it also will create the very greatest business experience as well. And so I love the fact that I could be talking to Sue and I'm enrolling her in the business. She's getting her enrollment cases. And when it gets to the step that says, do I want to enroll with an auto shipment or does she want to enroll with an auto shipment, I can say, Sue, you definitely want to sign up for your auto shipment right now because that will put you into the eligibility to be able to receive a free case of ASEA after your third month of auto shipment. And I know that sometimes people are so excited about signing somebody up, they tend to sometimes say, well, don't worry about auto shipment right now, we can do that later. But you definitely don't want to do that. This is the time you want to get people signed up for auto shipment. The reason I mentioned it can be canceled at any time is they can always choose to cancel the auto shipment if for some reason they choose to, but they definitely want to sign up for it at the time of enrollment. But frankly, we have such great results with people using ASEA, I don't really anticipate that. But all this is put together, I think, to put together a very, very powerful reinforcing process. So just kind of reiterating here, we've got the bonus case promotion effective July 1st going through December 31st. We're crossing our fingers that it continues. We'll see how that goes. We're looking at the new auto ship AAA bonus, the 3 bonuses of $100, $250, and $400 that you earn on the L1, L2, L3. And again, this is an ongoing residual month-in, month-out bonus. And then again, the new Fast Start bonuses effective September 14th, where basically you're getting $20 per case as the sponsor, $10 for the sponsor that sponsors per case, and $5 for that second sponsor above per case on that. So we're very, very excited about all that. And Sue, I'll turn it back to you to just bring everybody up to speed for what's going to be happening next week.
Well, again, thank you everyone for being on the webinar tonight. There's a couple of things that I want to bring to your attention. There was just a documentation that went out from corporate today about the new enhancements to the compensation plan, so you'll want to watch for those. We're going to be getting into a little bit of a deeper dive next week and the week after about the details of your business. Next week, we're going to show you reports, some things in your back office that you're going to want to look at weekly and make sure others are looking at weekly, including how to make sure that all of your team are on auto ship. We've got about 10 more days. We need to get the word out. We need to be reconnected with our groups, help them understand the importance of this auto ship. There's actually a price increase coming with our shipping that is not going to affect those on auto ship. So you are going to want to watch for those details that came out today. Make sure that you get with your teams. Make sure that they are on auto ship. We're looking forward so much to convention, to the training on some of the new things, new reporting processes. So I just want to give out a last shout out. So next week, same time, we're going to be doing part 2 of this series. The following week, we're actually going to get into building strategy just before we go into convention, give you a little boost in that direction as well. So for tonight, this is it. So think about the impact. Especially if you are new to this particular concept tonight, think about the impact and the simplicity that we have now put into the business, that your goal is to get your 4 people, teach them to get 4 people, and duplicate that. If everyone in our company is focused on that power of 4, can you imagine where we're going to be by the year 2014? So thank you, everybody. And do you have any final comments, Michael?
No, I just very much looking forward to seeing as many of you in San Diego, and I just have such a very, very profound sense about what we're doing here with this product. What we've seen over the years that you and I, Sue, have been working with this is almost unimaginable how it's impacting people's lives, and I'm so enthusiastic about the ability that we're going to also be impacting people's lives financially as a result of these new bonuses together too. So until next week, it's been great sharing with you, and I'll bid you a great evening.